Good afternoon, music world. John here from What's Spinning here tonight to chat about this latest and second album from Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist. Now, Freddie is a Gary, Indiana-based MC. He's been at it for a few years now, and through his killer delivery, his wordplay, and his just overall technique, he's been known as one of the more interesting MCs out there, especially for me. And I'll be real, when it comes to Freddie's music, I have a lot of feelings. When it comes to his solo projects, a lot of them have been really hit and miss for me. Often the technicality is there, the form is really sharp, and he just has a presence to him, but a lot of his solo recordings just really haven't grabbed me all that much, or at least stuck with me after a couple of listens. However, his collaborative projects, that's money. Whether it be either one of his absolutely incredible tapes with Madlib, or that Currency tape that's pretty underrated, or the first Alfredo project with the Alchemist, these are where my bread and butter lies when it comes to Freddie's music. Speaking of the first Alfredo project, I loved the damn thing when it came out. As a matter of fact, in retrospect, I enjoy it even more than when it originally came out. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been craving a second helping. And from the jump, this album just really does take no time at all throwing you into Freddie and the Alchemist's world with 1995. I love that classy, dusty Alchemist production, always do. That soul sample also, it is bumping. And Freddie here just sounds so revitalized, calling out copies of himself like the legend that he knows that he is. It honestly sets the tone for this album perfectly, and Lemon Pepper Steppers, which comes up next, really does keep the vibe going. Freddie sounds amped and just explosive over this Alchemist beat. I just love the sort of analog sense that we get from it all. It's the kind of track that I can get lost in very easily, as is Ensalada featuring Anderson .Paak. This one brings a very smoky, sultry atmosphere, a little tension in the air as well. But Freddie here is absolutely smooth as butter with his wordplay. And Anderson .Paak's feature just feels right at home. Great track. Empanadas takes a turn for the much more whimsical. It's intoxicating, honestly. Much of that is due to Freddie's delivery here, which is absolutely wild. I mean, his breath control and flow are on another level. Not only that, but all of these beats that the Alchemist brings to the table are just so intricate, so layered. It really demands replays. And Skinny Suge, too, is one of the best deep cuts here. It's this sort of misty, G-funk tinted, drug-infused mafioso rap that I love. Ice cold delivery and immersive atmosphere. This is just magic to me. Now, I will say that the very laid-back vibe of this album does not always translate well. There are a couple of tracks that I feel like are a little bit snoozy, like Mar-a-Lago, for example. This one is really frustrating because it has all the right pieces. It's classy, it's laid back, it's steamy as well, but Freddie's very sleepy, shockingly sleepy delivery on this cut just does not match. Even if his lyrics and delivery aren't bad, the energy is down here and I'm not for it. Feeling featuring Larry June suffers a lot of the same issues. I mean, the aesthetic is here, but like the bars and the energy are not. Speaking of the bars, Freddie's verse here is some of his least impressive material on the record. And Larry June just sounds so stoned that he just sounds more sluggish than stylish. A lot of the same issues on Lavish Habits. The beat that we get here might be the least memorable one of the whole project. And the braggadocious bars and pop culture references don't really excite me like they do on other moments here. I mean, these aren't bad tracks and all of them have some solid qualities to them, but for me, they don't hit the same highs. But thankfully, the back half of this record is pretty damn consistent and reminds you of just how much magic the Alchemist and Freddie can make together. I Still Love Her shows Freddie locking in on a very old school, very steamy groove. It's soulful, and Freddie comes off as equally as laser focused and emotional. It's hypnotic even. Shangri brings up the misty atmosphere on this album. This beat sounds like it was ripped out of the early 2000s R&B scene in the best way. And Freddie just rightfully sounds so pissed off and emotional on this cut, but calculating as well, which is where I like to hear Freddie the most. Also, Gas Station Sushi might be my favorite deep cut here. This track just comes alive with these very classy pianos and these very alien synths. And Freddie's performance on this track might be one of his smoothest here. If you were looking for something a little bit more updated, maybe, definitely check out Gold Feet featuring Jid. This one is a lot more urgent. It's a lot more upfront. Freddie's delivery here is fantastic, and Jid honestly sounds really great on this very jazzy beat. John Claude is one of this album's warmer moments. I love the percussion here. Freddie's wordplay also here is some of his best. And 1,000 Mountains ends this album off sounding like it was ripped out of like a classic Mafia movie. It's gritty, it's cinematic, it's ridiculously smooth. It's the perfect send-off to this album that just proves that these two just have a lot of real chemistry together. I mean, I would certainly be up for an Alfredo 3 at this point. I will say I like this maybe like a hair lower than the first Alfredo project. I gave that a very decent 8. I'm feeling a very light 8 on Alfredo too, but let me know what you all think down below. If you liked the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you're feeling froggy, turn on those notifications and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, friends.